Most welcome to Historiaspanarna, History Reconnaissance, and the Chinese spy balloon that's been observed drifting over continental USA. A weather balloon or a spy balloon or something else? That remains to be seen. Perhaps it will be recovered further along its path, shot down or deflating on its own. Well, what we have for you now is some historical background to give you some perspective to this event in the stratosphere. And please, like, share and subscribe. It means a lot to us. Well, to use a balloon to spy, or if you like, to collect information, is not something new. It was used by the US already in the 1950s. In Project Genetrix, the US Air Force launched General Mills manufactured surveillance balloons over Communist China, Eastern Europe and the Soviet Union to take aerial photographs and collect intelligence. The Genetrix balloons reach altitudes of 50,000 to 100,000 feet, well above any contemporary fighter plane. Between January 10th and February 6, 1956, a total of 516 high-altitude vehicles were launched from the 5 different launch sites: Gardermoen in Norway, Aventun, Scotland, Oberpfaffenhofen and Giebelstadt in West Germany, and Incirlik in Turkey. 54 were recovered, and 31 of these provided usable photographs. Numerous balloons were shot down or blown off course, and the flights led to many diplomatic protests from the target countries. MiG fighter pilots also learned that at sunrise the balloons had dipped into shooting range because the balloons floated to a lower altitude. Authorized by President Dwight Eisenhower on December 27, 1955, Project Genetrix was the first espionage use of the balloons that had been tested in previous projects, such as the Moby High. That was a follow-up to Project Skyhook, Project Mogul and Project Grandson. The balloons were used to monitor the Soviet Union for such things as nuclear tests and returned photography of more than 1.1 million square miles of the Sino-Soviet bloc. The U-2 spy plane was later developed to replace the Genetrix balloons. The predecessor to these balloons were the Japanese Fogo fire balloons that were launched in large quantities in 1945 and 1944 to fly with a jet stream over the Pacific and start forest fires in the US, dropping firebombs. They were released primarily in the winter and early spring, the time of the year with the most favorable conditions for the jet stream across the Pacific. And also now, in the beginning of February, when the Chinese balloon came to visit. More of that story in another of our videos. And if you want more balloon warfare, we have more on that subject in our video on the British bomb balloons used against Germany in World War II. A link to those in the description box below.
Easterly winds that prevail at 20 to 30,000 feet swept the balloons across the Pacific in from 85 to 135 hours. Aleutian-based fighters intercepted a number of the balloons and made photographic passes before shooting them down. About 33 feet in diameter, the balloons were filled with 19,000 cubic feet of hydrogen gas. Ballast dropping mechanism and bomb loads were hung about 45 feet below the bag. When hit with incendiaries, the balloons burned but did not explode.
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.